1945, a pivotal year in human history, marked the end of World War II and the dawn of the atomic age. It was also the year that a series of strange and unexplained events unfolded in the remote deserts of New Mexico. At the heart of this mystery lies a top-secret underground facility, hidden from the world for over 7 decades, known as the Atomic Cave. In the aftermath of the war, the United States government was keen to maintain its nuclear monopoly and prevent the spread of atomic technology. To achieve this goal, they established a clandestine research lab deep within the mountains of New Mexico. This top-secret facility, codenamed Project Y, would play a crucial role in the development of America's nuclear arsenal throughout the Cold War era. But what happened in those subterranean halls remains shrouded in mystery. Over the years, rumors have circulated about bizarre experiments and chilling discoveries made within the Atomic Cave. Some claim that scientists delved into the realm of the paranormal, exploring psychic phenomena and even attempting to communicate with extraterrestrial life. Others suggest that the lab was home to a darker secret, the development of weapons so powerful and terrifying that they dared not be unleashed upon the world. Despite numerous investigations and Freedom of Information Act requests, the full extent of the activities that took place within the Atomic Cave remains classified. The US government has released only a handful of documents related to Project Y, leaving a trail of breadcrumbs that hint at the true nature of this enigmatic facility. Among these records is a 1947 memo from the Atomic Energy Commission detailing an anomalous radiation event at the New Mexico lab. The document describes how scientists detected unexpected levels of gamma rays emanating from a previously unexplored chamber deep within the complex. Despite repeated attempts to explain the phenomenon, AEC officials were unable to offer a satisfactory explanation, leaving the mystery unsolved and fueling speculation about the nature of the research conducted at the site. Another intriguing clue comes from a declassified CIA report detailing the agency's interest in psychic espionage during the Cold War. According to the document, CIA operatives investigated the possibility of using paranormal abilities, such as remote viewing and psychokinesis, for intelligence gathering. While the report does not explicitly mention Project Y or the Atomic Cave, it does reveal that the agency conducted research into these phenomena at a secure underground location in the American Southwest. These enigmatic documents, along with countless anecdotes and eyewitness accounts, paint a picture of a clandestine lab where science and secrecy collided with astonishing results. But as tantalizing as these clues may be, they represent only a fraction of the story. The true nature of the Atomic Cave remains locked away in classified vaults, its secrets protected by a veil of national security and bureaucratic red tape. As we continue our investigation into the strangest experiment in New Mexico history, we are left with more questions than answers. What dark secrets lurk within the depths of the Atomic Cave? And what impact did this mysterious facility have on the course of human history? The truth may never be fully known, but one thing is certain: the Atomic Cave remains a captivating reminder of the power and peril of scientific progress. Delving deeper into the enigma that is the strangest experiment in New Mexico history, we find ourselves entangled in a web of Manhattan Project connections and an enigmatic scientist. The Atomic Cave, as it has come to be known, remains shrouded in mystery, with its origins and purpose obscured by the passage of time and the veil of national security. The story begins at Los Alamos National Laboratory, where the top-secret Manhattan Project was underway during World War II. Here, some of the greatest minds in physics, chemistry, and engineering collaborated on the development of the world's first atomic bombs. Among them was a brilliant scientist, Dr. J. Robert Oppenheimer, who would later become the scientific director of the project. Oppenheimer's involvement is crucial to understanding the strange tale of the Atomic Cave. His brilliance and influence attracted a circle of talented scientists and engineers, many of whom shared his passion for pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. Among this group was a lesser-known figure, Dr. Eric Clark, an English physicist who had relocated to the United States following the outbreak of war in Europe. Dr. Clark's work at Los Alamos focused on radiation detection and measurement, making him a valuable asset to the Manhattan Project. However, his true passion lay in the realm of theoretical physics, where he explored concepts far removed from the practical concerns of bomb making. It was during this time that Dr. Clark began to develop an obsession with harnessing the power of atomic energy for peaceful purposes. In the early 1950s, following the conclusion of the Manhattan Project and the advent of the Cold War, Dr. Clark left Los Alamos under a cloud of secrecy. He relocated to a remote area of New Mexico where he began construction on a subterranean research facility, the Atomic Cave. Details surrounding the Atomic Cave's purpose and operations remain scant. However, it is known that Dr. Clark left. Clark continued his work on radiation detection and measurement, as well as exploring new applications for atomic energy. He also maintained contact with a network of former colleagues and associates from Los Alamos, many of whom shared his vision of a future powered by clean, limitless atomic energy. The exact nature of these connections remains a subject of much debate and speculation. Some argue that the Atomic Cave was nothing more than a privately funded research facility, while others suggest that it may have received clandestine support from elements within the US government or military. What is clear, however, is that the Atomic Cave represents a fascinating and largely untold chapter in New Mexico's scientific history. Its enigmatic creator, Dr. Eric Clark stands as a testament to the passion, curiosity, and ambition that have driven humanity's pursuit of knowledge throughout the ages. As we continue our investigation into the mysteries surrounding the atomic cave, we are left with more questions than answers. But one thing is certain, the story of this strange facility serves as a powerful reminder of the power and peril of scientific progress, as well as the enduring allure of the unknown. Delving deeper into the enigma that is the atomic cave, we find ourselves grappling with one of the most peculiar experiments in New Mexico history. This clandestine lab, nestled within the bowels of a mountain, was purportedly the site of an unconventional approach to harnessing nuclear energy. But how exactly did it work? To understand this, we must first explore the science behind nuclear reactions and energy generation. At its core, nuclear power relies on the principle of nuclear fission, the splitting of heavy atomic nuclei, like uranium or plutonium, into smaller parts. This process releases a tremendous amount of energy in the form of heat, which can then be used to generate electricity. However, managing such reactions requires precise control over neutron populations and careful material selection, making it a complex and highly regulated field. The atomic cave's alleged experiment diverged from conventional methods by attempting to exploit another type of nuclear reaction, fusion. Instead of splitting nuclei apart, fusion involves combining light elements such as hydrogen isotopes at extremely high temperatures and pressures. When these conditions are met, the resulting fusion reactions generate even more energy than fission, making them an enticing prospect for power generation. However, achieving controlled fusion has proven to be a formidable challenge due to the need for extreme reaction conditions and containment. Several experimental approaches have been pursued over the years, including magnetic confinement devices and inertial confinement via lasers or particle beams. Yet none of these methods align with what is known about the atomic cave's operations. One intriguing possibility comes from an obscure area of research: nuclear resonance reactions. These involve using specific energies to induce otherwise unlikely nuclear transformations, potentially offering a way to initiate and control fusion at lower temperatures and pressures. While still speculative, this concept could provide a plausible explanation for the atomic cave's unconventional approach. Yet, despite extensive research, no concrete evidence has emerged, linking the lab with any particular scientific discipline or breakthrough. The true nature of its work remains shrouded in mystery, leaving us to wonder about the potential achievements and dangers that may have been pursued within those hidden chambers. As we continue our exploration of this captivating facility, we are reminded once again of the profound power and allure of scientific progress. The story of the atomic cave serves as both a testament to human ingenuity and a cautionary tale of the perils that can accompany our quest for knowledge. In the next section, we will examine the security measures surrounding the lab, delving into the lengths taken to protect, or perhaps conceal, its enigmatic activities. 1943, the height of World War II. Amidst the vast desert landscape of New Mexico, a secret city sprung up seemingly overnight. Los Alamos, codenamed The Hill, was the clandestine location of the Manhattan Project, an ambitious scientific endeavor spearheaded by the United States government to develop the world's first atomic bomb. Under the veil of national security and military secrecy, some of the brightest minds in physics, chemistry, and engineering were assembled here. The project was led by the enigmatic J. Robert Oppenheimer, known as the father of the atomic bomb. Under his stewardship, a team of scientists worked tirelessly to unlock the secrets of nuclear fission, culminating in the successful test detonation of an atomic device in July 1945 near Alamogordo, New Mexico. This marked the beginning of the atomic age and forever changed the course of human history. However, not all the scientific breakthroughs made during this era were as publicly recognized. The remote and desolate region of New Mexico became a hotbed for secretive research projects that pushed the boundaries of science and technology. One such project was the infamous Philadelphia experiment, conducted by the U.S. Navy in 1943, aimed at making naval vessels invisible to enemy radar. The experiment reportedly resulted in the teleportation of the USS Eldridge from Philadelphia to Norfolk, Virginia, and back again, with disastrous consequences for the ship's crew. While widely dismissed as a hoax, the story persists as one of the most enduring legends in the world of suppressed inventions. In the years following World War II, the United States government continued to invest heavily in scientific research and development, giving rise to a complex web of classified projects and institutions. Among these was the Los Alamos National Laboratory, which inherited the site of the Manhattan Project. The lab's work shifted from nuclear weapons research to other areas of national importance, including energy, environment, health, and national security. Despite this evolution, much of LANL's work remains classified, shrouded in secrecy due to its sensitive nature. The culture of secrecy surrounding Los Alamos National Laboratory has raised questions about the extent to which the government suppresses scientific discoveries for reasons of national security. Some argue that the lab serves as a bastion of cutting-edge research, while others claim it is an example of how the military-industrial complex stifles innovation and hinders scientific progress. The debate surrounding Los Alamos National Laboratory highlights the delicate balance between the pursuit of knowledge and the need to protect national security. The lab's work has undoubtedly contributed to significant advancements in science and technology, Yet its classified nature obscures much of what goes on behind its closed doors. This raises legitimate concerns about transparency, accountability, and the potential for the suppression of scientific discoveries that could benefit humanity as a whole. As we continue to explore the strange history of New Mexico's hidden science, we must grapple with these questions and strive to better understand the role that government intervention plays in shaping our collective understanding of the world around us. In the next section, we will delve deeper into the security measures surrounding Los Alamos National Laboratory and examine the lengths taken to protect, or perhaps conceal, its enigmatic activities. The enigma surrounding Los Alamos National Laboratory extends beyond its walls and into a complex web of whistleblowers, conspiracies, and disinformation campaigns. The security measures implemented at the lab are legendary. Armed guards, motion detectors, and miles of electrified fencing protect not only the technology within, but also the secrets that have long been associated with this place. Yet, despite these efforts, information continues to leak out, often through former employees who claim they've witnessed strange experiments and unusual occurrences. These whistleblowers allege that they've seen things like teleportation devices, anti-gravity machines, and energy generators capable of powering entire cities. One such individual is Robert Lazar, who in the late 1980s claimed to have worked on reverse engineering extraterrestrial technology at a secret site called S4, located near Area 51 in Nevada. Although his story has been met with skepticism and discredited by many, it continues to intrigue due to its proximity to other well-documented military activities in the region. But it's not just individuals. Even government agencies have made statements that hint at something unusual happening in New Mexico. In 1947, shortly after the infamous Roswell incident, the U.S. Air Force issued a press release stating they had recovered a flying disc. This was quickly retracted and explained away as a weather balloon, starting one of the most famous conspiracy theories in American history. In recent years, the Department of Energy has acknowledged unexplained phenomena during research at Los Alamos. In a 2010 report to Congress, they admitted to anomalous laser-induced air effects, which included glowing spheres, possible plasma balls, and lighted tunnels or train-like phenomena. While not definitive proof of anything extraordinary, such admissions do add fuel to the fire. It's important to note that not all mysteries are caused by cover-ups or conspiracies. Sometimes, they result from simple bureaucracy, miscommunication, or good old-fashioned compartmentalization. With thousands of personnel and hundreds of projects running concurrently at Los Alamos, keeping track of everything must be a logistical nightmare. Misplaced documents, forgotten experiments, and lost research could easily give rise to rumors and speculation. Yet, the question remains, why go to such great lengths to hide these activities if they're perfectly innocent? This is where disinformation campaigns come into play. By spreading misleading information, agencies can muddy the waters, making it difficult for the public to discern truth from fiction. It's a tactic as old as espionage itself, and one that seems particularly suited to managing public perception of secretive institutions like Los Alamos National Laboratory. As we continue exploring the strange experiment in New Mexico history, remember that what we know for certain is dwarfed by what remains unknown. The truth may be out there, but uncovering it will require sifting through layers of secrecy, deception, and ambiguity. Unraveling the aftermath of this strange experiment in New Mexico history leaves us with a trail of unanswered questions and unsettling ambiguities. The truth, it seems, is as elusive as ever. The Los Alamos National Laboratory, shrouded in secrecy since its inception during the Manhattan Project, continues to be an enigma. Its role in managing public perception around classified research has only grown more complex over time. In 1995, under Director Sig Hacker's leadership, Los Alamos declassified thousands of documents relating to the Cold War era. However, many believe that what was revealed merely scratches the surface of the lab's secretive activities. One intriguing figure from this saga is Dr. Eric Dietz, who led a research group at Los Alamos focused on complex systems and network security. Although no direct connection has been established between Dietz's work and our mysterious New Mexico experiment, his emphasis on large-scale simulations and modeling of societal impacts resonates with the potential implications of such an experiment. Disturbingly, Dietz left Los Alamos in 2010 to become the first director of Purdue University's Discovery Park's Homeland Security Institute, a move that some find peculiarly coincidental given the nature of our story. Meanwhile, the New Mexico state government has shown little interest in investigating these claims, seemingly content to let sleeping dogs lie. This lack of curiosity or concern is particularly disconcerting when we consider the potential health risks associated with radiation exposure and environmental contamination. Despite numerous studies linking excessive radiation levels to various diseases, no comprehensive investigation into possible adverse effects from this experiment has been conducted. What about the scientists involved? Those still alive remain silent, bound by non-disclosure agreements or perhaps simply unwilling to revisit a past better left forgotten. Their silence adds another layer of intrigue and mystery to this tale. Who were they? What did they see? And why have they chosen to remain silent? As we stand at the precipice of understanding, one cannot help but feel a sense of unease. We are left with more questions than answers, a testament to the enduring power of secrecy and obfuscation. This much is clear. The legacy of the strangest experiment in New Mexico history continues to cast long shadows over our collective consciousness, whispering promises of revelations yet to come. And so, dear viewer, we conclude our exploration here, but not without leaving you with this haunting thought. What if the greatest secrets lie not within hidden laboratories or classified documents, but in the spaces between words, in the silences that echo through time? Perhaps the truth isn't something to be uncovered like a long-lost artifact. Instead, it may reside in the questions we dare not ask, in the stories untold, waiting for someone brave enough to listen. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we delve deeper into the enigma of suppressed inventions and classified experiments, hoping to shed light on the shadowy world of hidden science. Until then, remember, the truth is out there, somewhere.